What if I told you that $1 bill in your wallet or purse could be worth $57,500 like the bill in this video? Most people have no idea what to look for on their $1 bill, but in this video, I'm going to show you what to look for and the steps necessary to take if you find a bill like this. So really quick, I've been lucky enough to get a ground floor tour at the Bureau of Engraving and Printing where they produce these bills. It's important to know a quick overview of the printing process. Not many people know this, but this is important. So the first print on these $1 bills is actually the back. Not many people know that. So the back is the first print. After the back is printed, they'll flip the sheets over, print the front of the bill, which is the second print. And then the third and final print on these bills is the overprint, which you can see the district seal on the left, the treasury seal on the right, and the 2 serial numbers are the overprint. So essentially there are the 3 different printing steps. Now, sometimes in between the printing steps, there can be an error. Now, when you look at this bill, if you look on the bottom right-hand side of the bill, you see 3 little lines. Those are called sheet marks. That pretty much means that this bill was cut a little bit off center. But the main reason why this bill sold for so much money is because the front of the bill is actually a $10 bill. So some may argue that this is a $10 bill or a $1 bill. Regardless, some collectors find it funny to call this an $11 bill, but this is what people call a double denomination or dual denomination banknote. Now you have to be very careful out there because there are people that will try to replicate this error by taking the front of a $10 bill and the back of a $1 bill and pasting them together. People who are more savvy will actually shave down one of the sides to make sure the thickness of the bill is similar to a normally issued bill, but it's pretty apparent how this would happen. They were printing the back of these bills, and when they went to print the front of the bills, they didn't realize they had the back of the sheets of $1 bills, and it went through the entire printing process without getting caught, and it even passed quality control, which is super rare. Nowadays, mistakes like this don't really happen due to the technology they have in place. If you were to see this on a modern bill, I'd be 99% sure that something like this would be on purpose. But because this is an older bill, this is probably a genuine, normal, very natural error that occurred during the printing process. So the real question is, if you come across a bill like this, what do? What's the next step in order to get this much money? So in the world of collectibles, I always like to tell everyone that you need to be careful. You need to do your own homework and research. You need to spend the time necessary to make sure you're going to get the full value of your bill. That's why my number one recommendation is getting the opinion of multiple people. There are very few things that I personally buy anymore when it comes to coins and currency, but this is a specific bill that I would love to have in my collection. Obviously, $57,500 is a lot of money, and there's multiple factors that go into determining the value of a bill like this. You can see this bill has a fold right down the center, and there's probably some other condition flaws on the bill, which brings up a really good point. If you have a bill like this, you do not want to fold it or damage it. If you find something, please keep it as flat as possible, because it sounds silly, but every single little fold or dent on the bill will decrease the value. So you got to be really careful there. But pretty much if you find a dual denomination bill like this, I'll be honest, get the opinion of multiple people. I would avoid going to a pawn shop. You want to find a specialist who knows exactly the avenues that you should take to sell something like this, because this is not some bill that is worth like a few $100s. I've never seen a double denomination bill sell for less than 5 figures. So what you can do is you can find at least 3 different local coin shops or currency experts, send them pictures. They have to be very clear photos. The better quality photos you can get, the better, or go in person and show them, see what they can offer you. If they all offer you a similar amount of money, then that's great. There are times where you'll get lowballed, whether that's on purpose or on accident. Sometimes these coin shops will get a new employee, and that employee doesn't really know how to value something like this. Or maybe you talk to a coin shop owner and they lowball you. I like to think that the majority of coin shops out there are good people. They offer you a fair amount. Please take into consideration that these are businesses. They have overhead costs like rent and employees that they have to pay in order to survive and make their business run. So they need to make a little bit of money as well. You can't really expect to get full retail unless you go ahead and find the end user for a bill like this where, it's going to stay in their collection. That's when they're going to pay, a good amount of money. So moral of the story is, if you find a bill like this, 1, keep it safe and secure. Don't damage it. Don't decrease the condition, because that will decrease the value. 2, make sure you find a few coin or currency experts. I say coin experts because most coin shops have a general baseline knowledge of currency. Ideally, you find a currency expert. So again, get the opinion of multiple people, take the best offer. Or the third solution is just to hold on to it. Keep it very safe. Now, if you're going to hold on to an item like this, pass it down to a friend friend or a family member in the future, you want to make sure that they don't get scammed as well. Education is key to making sure you don't get ripped off. If you found this video useful, share it to someone who you think would benefit from it. I have tons of videos on my channel like this. If you like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.